Bam.
Ladies and gentlemen, oh, we're up in this with my man Jared Conley, World of Echo, hung out at
Hello.
Freestone. Freestone, what was that like? What was that like a month or two ago? I don't know. Haven't put
It
that
was
video out yet.
like, it
I
was
don't.
like, it was a minute.
Yeah, Lord knows that video's never coming out. But
I hope not.
yeah, dude, we're doing the damn thing though. We've been planning on this little
We're
World of Echo piece.
we're baby steps.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what we're doing
Yeah,
here.
but just like the, never releasing a video or editing it, decided to hold off on the World of Echo piece until now.
Like all good donut branded content,
It's
takes
just
a
never
minute.
coming out. I'm definitely once this stream is over, I'm gonna unlist it and just never release it.
Awesome.
Yeah, but my man Jared Conley, super underrated content. Channel's in the description if you want to check it out. You'll see
Oh,
more of
man.
him, more of this guy up in the Freestone edit. Coming soon to a theater near you.
I'm actually in it.
Yeah, dude. You made the cut.
Oh man. Oh man, I don't even remember what I did.
Oh, you're not gonna like it.
Awesome.
But yeah, dude.
Whoa.
We're doing the damn thing. And
Yeah.
also, if you're watching this and you want to ride in the sim lobby, all the info is in the description. I got some of the track links in there. I got the server up in that So
Whoa.
go ahead and join.
Yeah, come join us. Come play.
And all tracks that I've made. So they're not good.
He's selling himself short, guys. Don't listen to him.
But, man, we're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to do
Also,
because we're doing it.
Man's working a Red Bull deal. So if that's
Oh,
not
man.
the most high-class, high-profile candidate we've ever had on the stream, I don't know what is.
I'm no
And don't
Scooty Puff
MS.
Jr.
President of Hair Club for Men.
We finally hit
It's
the
a
big
new
time.
important.
Dank
Let's
me.
slow down
And
here.
remember,
Also,
I'm not only the Hair Club president,
hold on, an alert's
but I'm also
coming
a
up.
client.
Thank you, Narbarian, for joining the Hair Club for Men. We got a new loyal customer. I haven't seen that alert in a minute. I kind of forgot I had that one.
Did you just hit me?
Oh, man. Here, let me restart. I think people might be rolling in. I'll give it a second, actually.
Yeah, they don't want to just watch us
Yeah,
flop around.
They gotta download the 300 megabyte files first.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah.
Well, if their internet's at least 10th better than mine, it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, yeah. Grinding sim out on the old Dell 2011.
Hey, it's HP, alright?
It gets by.
Back off. This
Yeah.
thing's a tank.
So I know you're OG sim just like me, but you kind of stopped playing, right?
Yeah, so I don't know how well I'm gonna hold up out here, but I think I can do decent, especially after playing yesterday and God knows how long.
Yeah. Well, if you're
But-
playing with my subs, I mean, you can't be last place.
Whoa, dude, they're in here right now.
No, they're very well aware.
They
They're
can
very
hear
well
us.
aware of their standing in
Oh my
in these
God.
lobbies.
Oh
You gotta
man.
let them know.
But yeah, I guess by now I could be like entering OG territory. I mean,
I would say.
I feel like there's definitely like, I mean, you could almost split it up now. There's like, you got like the legend tier of like fucking like DJD and
Oh man, yeah, you're going back. See, if
like
you know,
those
even
dudes.
if you just have to know DJD, if you can drop that name, then you're automatically an OG. Like that's how
the
it
test.
works. Yeah, dude, it's like he passed. Okay, now we can do the interview because he passed the test.
The secret test.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, I I remember when I first started playing this game, it was like, I think the MX, do they still do the MX Sim Donations thing? Is that still a thing?
Oh man, I'm supposed to know this because I'm like sim guy or whatever, but
Well, I mean,
I
I don't
think
know.
they still do the MX of Nations. They definitely, like, the main draw is the AMA Nationals every week. Like
Yeah.
right now is AMA season, and they're doing MX GPs every week as well. Thanks for the donate.
Yeah.
So that's like the main draw, but I think they still do the MX on. I know they were doing it every year. And I didn't do it. I've never raced it, so I don't know like how serious they were about it, but
You've never been chosen for
no,
Team USA
yeah,
MXS.
dude. I'm getting Tomac, dude. They don't want the best rider racing for them.
Yeah.
Was that who? Yeah, I don't know.
No, Tomac, he declined.
Yeah, that's right.
He was
this
like, no
past year,
thanks.
yeah, because none of the
good.
Americans care about it.
Oh man. But no, I say that because the track that I played a lot was the 2011 MXON, which is in France at I'm gonna butcher this name, but it's like Saint Jean d'Angely or something like that.
Yeah.
I played that track like all the fucking time.
Yeah.
That was horrible, dude. I'd get smoked. It was in some server. I'd play it all the time with my buddy.
It was a sick track though. I remember that one.
Yeah.
And I'll probably pronounce that different every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard the correct pronunciation when I was in California, but I already forgot it.
Oh man, it's lost forever.
But yeah, that's a sick track.
Yeah, there's a ton of sick tracks, dude.
And that was the last time we won Motocross of Nations in real life, at least.
What, like 10 years ago?
Yeah, 2011, I think. Because 2012 was I think it was at Lommel in Belgium, and that was before we were really getting spanked. But we definitely didn't win, that's for sure.
Yeah. Man, I feel like I just do not pay that much attention to MX of Nations. I guess I'm just so used to us getting spanked, I just stopped really caring about it.
Which is so sad because like just before that, like the era just before that was on par with like the Dream Team era or whatever, like in the 80s when we were just stomping fools.
And Tomac used to be that guy. I don't know what's going on with that, but
yeah, especially this year being at Assen in the Netherlands backyard, like it's gonna be
bad. It's gonna be a bloodbath.
I don't even know. Like, dude, they almost won at Redbud, and they didn't even have a third guy.
Yeah.
Like they were in
right.
contention, and their other dude was
ridiculous.
not even there.
And everyone in America's gonna back out. We're gonna end up sending like Martin Davalos or something. Like,
Dude,
you got it, Martin. Okay.
Dude, Marty's gonna.
Oh wait, he's not even American. Whatever, dude. We'll send him anyways.
Dude, throw him in there.
Yeah.
People were saying how somebody got there like, oh, it's Marvin Muscan. He got like his American like dual citizenship, and they're like, yo, if he wants to ride for USA, like he like some weird like backwoods way, like he could do it. Like
yeah, dude, he totally should. Cause it was this past year, France like didn't let him ride for them or something.
Yeah, the Federation didn't pick him.
Yeah. So he should definitely race for America and spank them, even though we're not good and we'll probably lose anyways.
Yeah, it's gonna take a real dedicated effort to do well over there, especially like I said, it being at Assen.
Oh yeah, I mean it was in America for Christ's sake, and we couldn't do anything with that.
Oh my god.
I think it's switching tracks.
Yeah.
Road on.
Oh man. But yeah, I don't know if you want to keep like chit chatting or
I'm down to dive into it, dude.
if you want to just start throwing her down.
Yeah, dude. What's up on the list here?
I would say you probably know a little bit, but you already joked that my handwriting was
Dude,
almost
your handwriting is
illegible.
next level bad. Like,
Dude, it's I posted the notes. Oh wow, there's a lot of people in here. I posted the notes one time on Instagram just of like a interview I did,
yeah.
and one of my buddies was like, "Damn, Jared, are you a doctor?" Like,
Yeah, dude.
it's
Signing
crazy.
off on the prescription. It's just a
Dude.
couple scribbles.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, dude.
Dr. Dr. Conley.
Your handwriting is like the USA in the MX of Nations. It's that bad.
Oh man, but either way, I wanted to. This was something funny I noticed about you when I met you at Freestone.
Yeah.
Was Charlie told me you were coming.
Yeah, we kind of made a little last minute plan there.
Yeah, and he was like, "Dude, like Donut's coming." Like he heard you were here. I was like, "Oh, that's sick!" Like, and then I thought, like, I know his name's Brett, but I'm like, do I call him Brett or do I call him
Dude,
Donut?
You'd not believe how many times that situations happened. And
I went with Brett because I felt like that was polite.
yeah, but then Charlie gets right into the donut.
I know, because that's what I was going to go into. It's
Yeah.
like, I was calling you Brett. I don't think anybody called you Brett the whole time. I was there.
I couldn't tell you when it was, when they just started, like, it was just one day, like, they all just started calling me Donut, I think just to fuck with me, and it stuck, so they're just, like, permanently fucking with me.
So Donut, does that come from Charlie, or
like the
name Donut? Where
the
does that come
origins of
from?
Donut?
What is the Donut origin
Oh
story?
man, it runs deep, Jared. It
Well,
runs deep,
let's get
dude.
into it.
Alright.
I want to know.
Throwback. Alright. Imagine you're on your suede couch in your living room in middle school in 6th grade.
Oh, dude, I'm there.
You just watched the most recent Fairly Odd Parents television chasers or something. It was something like that.
Oh, dude.
Dude, you actually
Channel
remember that?
Chasers? Yeah. Or whatever the fuck.
Chill, bro. You mean Channel Chasers?
Yeah,
that
what are
shit
you
was
talking
dope,
about?
man. But
Hell yeah,
anyways,
bro.
I had like just happened to have watched that recently, and also this is like a monumental day in my life because I'm setting up my Xbox Live account.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean that, you know, Xbox Live, that started it all. So
Yeah.
and you know, big time game master over here. Setting up Xbox Live with my dad because I'm in 6th grade and I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm sure your dad doesn't either.
Oh no, we're equally lost. But you know, just routing Ethernet wires to our toaster and stuff. But we're like, you know, setting up emails, and of course I'm like using his email and stuff. I don't even have my own email address. And it gets to one screen and it's like, choose your gamer tag. And I mean, I'm in 6th grade. I don't know what it's gonna be, and this is a big deal, dude. This is like my identity. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Gamer tag. It's a big deal.
Dude.
So
It's not even a joke.
So naturally, I just saw Fairly Odd Parents Channel Chasers, and I can't tell you. I gotta pull the scene up too. I gotta show you the character, dude. There's one scene in it. For some reason, it was the first thing that came to my mind. And it's like, it has nothing to do with the Fairly Odd Parents characters. It's like, it was like some skit or something in one of the channels, and it was like Strawberry Shortcake and all of her friends, and like just out of nowhere, this guy, this like walking donut just like pops out of the center screen, and he's like, "Hey, I'm Donnie Donut." And like, I just like, I'm in 6th grade, dude. I lost my shit, you know. And, like, this guy was an icon.
Comedy.
This guy, like Jaden Smith would say, this guy's just an icon living.
Donnie Donut.
Donnie Donut, dude. So like, my first name was Donnie Donut, and kind of just evolved from there. I think and then in high school the 360 came out and I had to change it again. So then it was Can't Stop Donut. And then that was, I also have a third channel called Can't Stop Donut. I don't know if you even know about that one.
No, I don't.
That one, I like to keep that one a little more hidden because that one's pretty bad. That was like, you know, you got to get your bad videos out of the way. And
sure.
That was the channel to get them out of the way on. And also the Brett Powers channel. Because that's where I made like the first videos and everything. But yeah, dude, that name kind of just stuck. And then I think for the officially Donut MX, I just got into Sim, and oh yeah, I was looking for help, and so I just made a video. My first video on there was called "Help Me." Like
aptly titled.
Not looking to like make content or anything or be an actual channel. I was just like legitimately lost, looking for some help on this hard ass game. And so I just decided I'd name that one Donut MX. And you know, Pipsqueak voice back then ended up making the channel name I have now.
Wow.
So yeah, that is the almighty origin story, and I'm gonna need to pull up Donnie Donuts.
Dude, please.
He makes an appearance in quite a few of my videos. Little Donnie Donut icon. You may have seen it and just not have realized that was it.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, Fairly Odd Parents. That's where it's at.
Shout out Fairly Odd Parents.
That's not quite SpongeBob tier, but that was a good one.
Hey, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's up there.
It's no Danny Phantom. No.
Yeah, whoa, man. We're about to get into a Danny Phantom battle here, dude.
Another, who's the dude that did those? Butch Hartman, I think. Butch Hartman original.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
Damn, dude, you really remember it. Channel chasers and everything.
I'm curious if it was actually called Channel Chasers.
Dude, I'm like positive it is now that you say that. Like, it's all flooding back to me.
Dude, because that was like, I mean that stuff was like epic back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Like going like whatever was on like Nickelodeon. Like I remember, the SpongeBob episode where they like. Oh, what was it? They like touted it as this crazy thing. It was like one of those all-day events.
Yeah,
where they just
dude.
kept kids glued to the screen. What was the episode though? It was like.
Was it the campfire episode? I remember that being hyped up for a while.
Was it?
They dropped that. I don't know.
No,
they did that a couple times for different things.
Yeah. This one was like they were like gonna go back. I want to say go back in time, but I don't think that was it, because I'm thinking of like when Squidward's in the in the void, you know?
Yeah, dude, that one's trippy. They were on something for that episode.
Yeah, but no, I mean, of course I remember Channel Chasers, bro.
Yeah, come on, bro, come at me.
But I don't remember Donnie Donut, so that story still is like blowing my mind.
It was just one of those things like only some kid in 6th grade would have remembered and thought was funny. Because I went back, me and some of my buddies found it like probably a year ago and watched it, and it was like it could not have been more unfunny. Like it was sad. I was like, this is what my channel's built on.
This is my legacy.
Yeah, dude, is this clip. It's terrible.
Oh, man. I can just imagine you're like... And then you get that nostalgia in there, too. Like, oh, I remember this...
Yeah.
This thing is like a moment in my life, and you watch it, you're like, oh, really? Like...
Yeah, dude.
That's it?
It did not hold up. It did not hold up.
And yet, here we are. Donut MX. Stream.
Yeah, I'm about to change my name on this stream, dude. Channel Chasers MX.
Oh shit. Oh, dude, I'm coming back, man. I was in second for quite
What?
a minute there. I was
Oh,
surprising myself.
dude, you really are
Climb,
cooking.
I'm climbing my way back. I had an
All right.
unfortunate fall. Oh, dude, this dude's gonna get me
Can
though.
respect that.
I fell right at that. Is the tabletop the finish line on this one?
I.
That booter tabletop
Yeah, it is.
after the staircase.
Yeah, after the dragon's back.
Yeah, dude, I fell. Of course, I fell on the dragon's back, and so did
That
these
thing
two guys right in
That
front of
thing
me.
is tech, dude. That thing is gnarly.
And I couldn't get up the tabletop.
It's a little steep. It's getting a little rough.
So, where is that?
Channel
Because I have, Channel Chasers. I kind of want to segue. What?
Just fucking channel chasers, dude. Just the
Dude, look
fact
it
that
up.
you
Weren't you
just
gonna
pulled
look it
that
up?
right out?
Or are you gonna look it up later?
I'll pull it up later.
Okay. I kind of want to segue into like your first experiences with YouTube because I remember YouTube I mean, there's probably people on here who got into YouTube semi-recently. YouTube was a very different
Oh, for sure.
place.
Completely.
Like I remember, I think one of the very first videos I was ever hyped on was it was a Smosh video.
Oh, dude.
It was called. It was not Food Battle. No.
Food Battle. Damn it, dude. I'm butchering all these. You're out nostalgia
straight, bro.
right now, dude.
But no, it was a sketch they did. It was called Toy Airplane,
Oh,
and
dude, I do not remember that one.
it was like a lesser one,
Okay.
but like, dude, Smosh at the time, I think they maybe had like 100,000 subscribers, and that was like,
Oh, that was
whoa,
massive.
dude, they have 100,000
Dude,
subscribers. Like that's insane.
Like Oprah big, bro.
I mean, at the time,
Yeah. No, I know. I remember.
yeah, I want to know like what was your first, like the first video you remember seeing, the first
Actually,
video you uploaded. I don't know what your
now-
story is.
Oh man, now that you say Smosh, like I thought of Food Battles at first, but I think like the very first OG YouTube video that I can remember is this. Of course, everything's just Smosh right now. Is the Smosh Mortal Kombat video?
Oh yeah,
dude. Because I was big into Mortal Kombat around. That was like 5th grade.
Yeah.
Just booling in 5th grade playing Mortal Kombat. But what else? And like Niga Higa was huge.
Oh, dude, that like how to rap, how to be gangster.
Yeah, dude. That was definitely like a YouTube golden age, because I mean, now when you watch a video of someone with a ton of subscribers, usually it's like master production and like pretty like a budget you don't have, most likely. You know, it's some dude in like a nice podcast room you can't like afford or something. But like back then it was just like some dudes like putting on like a Sonya costume for Mortal Kombat and like shaking his balls on the camera. And I was like, dude, I could make this.
On his unregistered hypercam.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, yeah.
On the AVS for You software. That's on the KX100.
Yeah, it's like, oh man. There was just like, I don't know. There was like a bit of an innocence to it. And even like, you mentioned the production value, you know, you have the podcasters with their studios, and you look at like whatever, like Philip DeFranco or some shit, and he's got like the studio and he's on a network with,
he's got a
like
staff.
Employees.
He hired
a
goddamn staff.
Yeah, it's like you make YouTube videos.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's like there's definitely a lot more content and better content now, so I'm not complaining at all, but there was like a nice charm about old YouTube.
Yeah.
For sure. Especially it didn't hurt being a little kid who's, you know, entertained by anything. I'm sure if we were like 20 back then, we would have been like, damn, YouTube is stupid.
Oh, for sure.
Who knows?
yeah, I guess kind of growing up with the platform, we look at the beginnings of it in, you know, rose tinted glasses or whatever.
Yeah.
But man, just like some of this shit, like, dude, even seeing like the old layout, like pictures of the old layout,
Yeah.
it's like, dude, I don't know, it conjures up some sort of feeling, man. It's
Yeah, dude. The comments that are like, get 10 likes or there's gonna be a spider under your bed. Like all that cool
or
shit.
the stick dude. This is Bob. Help him take over
Yeah,
YouTube.
dude.
Bob is building an army.
Oh god.
In the YouTube comment section.
Yeah.
We need to bring that back.
Yeah, we gotta help Bob, guys.
Dude, if somebody find that and like spam the chat.
We gotta start commenting that on people's moto channels.
Yeah, dude.
We'll
Oh
make it
man.
happen.
But yeah, YouTube, you know, it wasn't intended as a job or a way to influence large audiences. Not, I mean, think about what we're just doing right now. We've got, I don't know how many people are in here, but you know,
Yeah.
it's like this was not. I feel like this wasn't the intention yet. It's kind of morphed into this thing.
Yeah. Thanks for the dono, Sam.
My antivirus came up. Blocked my
dude, I think
screen.
the tracks I made you download just giving you heavy viruses.
Dude,
I threw a virus in there.
Yeah, dude, I'm vulnerable, man. I'm on
Just
outdated software.
Oh no. I don't think
I
I
lied,
even
it's-
have virus protection on this nice ass computer.
I mean, kind of what I guess is your take on what you do? Like, did you ever think you could amass an audience, even like of any size,
Hell no.
when you were starting out?
Oh no. I guess starting out.
Well, you already mentioned when you started out, you just wanted help playing MX Simulator.
Yeah, that was for Donut MX. I'll go back to
Shit.
starting out on like very first video. The first thing I have to do is shout out Tyler Juarez. You probably don't know who that is.
Okay, no, yeah.
That was like the first moto channel I started following. Him and J6 Sloan, RIP J6 Sloan, but
Oh, snap.
I was following their channels. I know J6 Sloan's was Free the Peeps. Tyler Juarez was like Moto Kid, like 700 or something like that. I can't remember.
And everyone,
exactly.
yeah, that was
That's not even
another.
it.
That's another facet. Real quick, that's another facet of old YouTube is the usernames.
Yeah, yeah. Now you
It
can just
wasn't
change your
just-
name to anything.
Yeah, but anyway, continue.
So Tyler Juarez rode at like all the tracks I was riding at. Like around San Antonio, like Cycle Ranch, Del Valle and stuff. And he was like riding like a CRF 150R. He got like the new like 2007 or something, and I was like, dude, I want the new 2007 CRF 150R. I was riding like the 150F, the trail version.
Oh no.
I was mobbing on the track on that thing, dude. The junior track
Yes.
could not handle the power.
Donut on that 150F.
Yeah. So, I mean, pretty much his videos were like somebody, I don't know, maybe it was his dad or something, filming him at the track riding. And like, I mean, that's all it was. It was some dude like standing far away with a shaky camera, just like filming his son riding. But Tyler was pretty damn fast. I think he was trying to go pro at some point. I'm not
Yeah.
sure all that happened to him. But I pretty much just like loved watching those videos. One time I even saw him at the track, and I was a
Oh,
little ass
man.
kid, dude. I was way too scared to go up and say hi. Like he seemed like, it's weird looking back on it, because then he kind of like felt like a celebrity or something to me. And
Oh, yeah?
I mean, he probably had like 300 subscribers or like 500 or something. But like looking back on it, I was like, dude, it's Tyler Juarez. Like, that's the guy.
Yeah, dude.
So I guess like just watching his videos, at some point It was when I was on my KX100, and I was like 6 months into riding. It was like 6 or 9 months, it's something like that. But anyways, I was really slow. And of course, I probably thought I was getting kind of good, but I was still really slow. I don't know if y'all have ever gone through that, where you think you're kind of quick, and then looking back on it, you're just like terrible.
Oh, every day.
Yeah. Because I probably started clearing like some 10-foot jump at the track. But anyways, I think I like got just the shittiest of cameras for Christmas. It was like a bright orange handy cam.
Oh, man.
And it could not have been shakier and more zoomed out. It was like the perfect like 2009 YouTube camera.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it could not have been worse.
And there's a type for sure.
Yeah, dude. Like it just has that look to it. I might start filming on that thing again. I think I still have it.
Oh yeah, you got to.
Yeah, I got to pull that out. But yeah, I made that KX100 motocross video.
Yeah. Let's dive into that one.
And I got a little something pulled up here.
We got a surprise
It's
for
a good
everybody.
one, boys.
Or it's not really a surprise, dude. Doesn't this video have a ton of views?
Holy shit! It has 72,000.
Yeah.
It has like a third dislikes. And it could not. What is this? It is 2009. It could not be more 2009 with the watermark just dead center in the video, like the avsforyou.com. And
Yeah, it's iconic.
It's everything, dude. It's everything mixed together. It's almost like its own little 2009 masterpiece, because it's got the shitty music, like the fat kid on a small bike, the shaky zoomed out cam. Like everything comes together into the perfect video.
Oh, it's coming up.
Like the screamo music, dude. Oh, I even put a picture in. I put a
Yeah,
still.
dude.
I was like, yo, dude, I'm getting so much air in that picture. I remember that, dude. I put that picture all over MySpace.
Oh
It
yeah.
had me on my top 8 friends. Oh my god. Look at this wheelie, dude. Oh, it's gnarly. Oh god. This is top tier editing.
Let's go!
Oh, you can't see this live right now, but you'll see.
Yeah, I'm getting there. It
sitting
just
down
started.
already.
Oh, that picture. You cut your head off.
Oh, look at that transition, dude. Oh, it's like page is burning. Oh my god.
And you were just like 3 sizes too big for that bike.
It's way too big, dude. Because I bought it, and then I just like instantly hit a growth spurt, like my first ride. And so I've had that bike for like 3 months, dude.
Oh man.
But that was the move, dog. And then
Oh wow.
here, let me get back on track. I made that, and then I made like a couple others just like that, like same, used all the same transitions that are like pre-built into that terrible editing software and all that good stuff.
Do you remember what the software was?
AVS.
AVS. That's what it's called. About that.
I'm sure.
Like, was it just
I think,
on your computer?
No, I'm sure I typed into YouTube like free video editing software, and that was the one. Like I remember even seeing other people's videos back then with that watermark.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sure everyone did that, and it was just the worst software. I need to make a video with all that again, same transitions and everything.
Wow.
But I pretty much stuck on that path, making those just terrible videos and progressing a little bit. I kind of like that I got my like progression as a rider on my channel, because it's just fun to go back and look at that
Yeah.
and see where I go from KX100 fat kid to fat C rider. Quite the leap. And then I think it was like 2011. I must have gotten into sim. I guess it was 2011. And that's when I started up Donut MX. And yeah, like I said, like I don't know why I liked the game so much and like wanted to learn it. I guess there was just something about it I recognized was great about it, like the physics and everything. But
Yeah.
I actually got Sim like in 2009 or 2010 and didn't know that there were real physics. Like I had it turned on to arcade physics.
Oh, you just didn't know.
Yeah, so I was like, dude, this game sucks. And everyone online was like destroying me. I was like, how are they doing that, dude? Like you can barely even lean.
You could play online in arcade mode?
Yeah. Yeah. It was
That's
all the stock
interesting.
tracks.
Oh,
I
yeah.
even explicitly remember Sabrina Ritzler was in the lobby in like
Oh,
2009 or something.
snap.
And I was like, dude, a girl is beating me on this MX video game. And it was a good experience.
Was that Team Whip style era?
Yeah, dude. On Team
Oh,
Channel
shit.
Chasers. But I don't know how I figured out there was no arcade physics, but I guess I eventually did like 2 years later. And then just started like learning the game. Made this video to ask for like actual tips. I'm not sure if anyone actually gave me tips. I'm just gonna go back a little bit
The
here and see if anyone
the
gave me tips. But
the
I,
core reason for Donut's startup and like
yeah,
nobody took him, so it was just clowning him.
yeah, dude. Yeah, it's just like
Like all these years later, like I still
yeah,
never got those tips.
yeah, dude. Just no tips to be found. Like, what is seat dab? Okay, but anyways, I love how that's like how the channel started. Like, it's not me going into it like, oh, dude, I'm gonna make this sick like motocross channel, and I'm gonna like grow it and be like a content creator. It was just like, man,
Yeah.
I really want to get good at sim. I need
Mhm.
help. And I think my next video after this was like my first hot lap in MX Simulator. And so clearly I just like started to progress on that, and I put out like no commentary, like hot lap videos and all that junk.
Mhm.
So that was nice. And then I couldn't tell you when I brought the commentary in. Um,
Yeah.
but I guess I just decided to like, I don't know, like let's start making videos on this thing. Um, and like the Brett Powers channel grew as I progressed in motocross, and this one grew as I progressed on MX Simulator. And then I realized like handling two channels at the same time is way too much work, and they were both like really small. Um, so I decided like, hey, I'll just like consolidate into one channel, and I guess I'll do real life motocross and MX Simulator on the same channel. And I hate that I even have to say like real life motocross. Like
Like it's a genre.
that's like such a video gamer guy thing to say. So definitely trying to stray away from that. Make some more like real life motocross videos. So I don't have to say that. I can just say
Yeah.
motocross.
Yeah.
But I
Watch
guess
out, guys. This is real life.
that is a loose rundown on the channel. And wait, I forgot. I wanted to show you my signature. Well, you're not going to see it in real time, but other people can see
Yeah.
my signature like squeaky like, "Hey guys, can I need help in sim?" Like just some piece of shit little middle schooler like trying to get tips. Just has no idea what he's doing.
I do like you mentioned that the start of the channel is,
Yeah.
I mean, and simply put, a kid just looking for help at something.
Yeah, like
Because now it's like you start a channel and it's this like underlying, there's these underlying motives of like, oh, I'm like this. You could legitimately start a YouTube channel and be like, ooh, I plan for this to be my job and my
yeah,
income,
yeah.
and that's a real thought. Like, whereas when you started and a lot of other people, that that was not even, you couldn't even think like that.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I think,
they make the channel, as a job for money, which is not a bad thing, That's
yeah, I mean that's
was
great
the
that
motivation.
Yeah.
and then end up making like tutorial videos for MX Simulator myself, which I guess was like my short-term goal. And then I just had no idea what to do with the channel. And also on a side note, Jared, I hope you didn't use any of the setups or tips from those videos, because
Oh, I did.
I'm sorry, man, because like the setups in those videos are so bad. I mean, I'm running like one of my friend's pro setups now that I can't share, but the setups I tell everyone to run in those videos are so bad. And I can't tell you how many kids in streams are like, "Oh hell yeah, dude, I'm running your setup." It's like, oh, like
You're like, oh no.
you're progressing so much slower because you're running my setup, my old setup. So that's a good one. I thought I was helping people out, but I really wasn't.
For what it was worth, you really sounded like you knew what you were talking about.
Yeah, I tricked y'all into thinking I was helping, so I did something.
Oh man.
Here, I'm gonna play this snippet.
Yeah.
And
Oh my god, this mic is
I
so
could
bad.
use some help with this game. I
Is
just
it like the
got it.
generic Xbox?
I love it because it's so realistic.
Mic.
Oh,
Oh, I'm just like so
little crumble
awkward.
because
I'm, like,
it's so realistic.
in the middle of getting
I
a deep
actually
voice,
got
so it's
the
not all the way
demo like
there
a
yet.
year ago, and I didn't even know that there was an arcade physics. So I was like, wow, this is stupid. And then
I'm just saying everything I just said. I'm talking about arcade physics. Now I didn't know they existed. I didn't even realize that was in the video. Wow, that really matched up well. We planned for that, guys. That was
Oh, dude.
the Red Bull Jared
Oh, I'm
Conley
seeing
planning
it.
right there.
Dude, I ran that Volcom Thor setup like crazy.
Yes, dude. Oh, and it like I didn't download like some rider model or something, so it like didn't fit me properly. It was like it was kind of like the my first video on the motocross channel. Like it just lined up perfectly for the ultimate like throwback, vintage, terrible little kid video.
Yeah.
Which I'm so happy I still have those to watch.
Oh man.
But yeah, I guess does that answer your question? What was the question?
Yeah.
That's the loose rundown, I guess, on a little brief history.
Yeah. Oh, I thought I didn't pass the finish. Got 7th in that one. Not quite as good.
15th. I gotta
Damn,
start it up
dude.
here.
Dude. Yeah, you were just talking shit on all the
Yeah,
people
dude,
that
tell
play.
people I'll teach them how to play sim and stuff.
You were like, oh, they're no good. They
Yeah.
just fucking stomped your ass.
Come on, dude.
Oh man. Yeah, we covered a lot because I had like a bunch of questions and we just kind of like unintentionally plowed through all of them. So that's sick.
Yeah, we can go. We can hit one or like I don't know. We can hit whatever. Thanks for the sub, Pernell Taylor.
Nice.
That's the main track. Hell yeah, this is the good one.
This is the good one.
Oh.
The one I can't clear any of the jumps on.
Yes.
I wrote down how many hours have you put into sim. That's a great question.
Oh man.
Could you ballpark it?
We're gonna have to
Is it-
dock that question, dude. We're gonna
What?
have to dock that question. No, it's oh man, we were talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they don't have an hour meter on this game. Like,
I feel like for
oh.
most people, it would be alarming.
Yeah, I mean, everyone who plays this game, like I do, like it's their main game. Like, you know, new games come out, like, oh, the new Super Smash Brothers is out. You know, I'll play that for a couple weeks, but after a couple weeks, it's right back to sim. Or like,
Yeah.
I mean, Monster Energy
Jeez.
Supercross comes out, like, you know, 2 weeks and it's back to sim. So,
Sim is
know.
the constant.
yeah, I know. There was one forum post discussing like an hour meter and stuff. I think JLV. I was telling you, JLV said he has like the tools to put an hour meter in the game, but everyone on the forums was like, no, please don't do that. I was like, dog, if you put an hour meter in the game, like, I'm quitting MX Simulator, because I do not want to know. I don't even want to give you a ballpark number. But,
It would probably be. I mean, I'm thinking of myself, and I don't even know if I could do it.
yeah.
Like I could say a number, but truthfully, like it's just it's lost in the ether.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Like, just talking about not giving ballpark numbers should give you a ballpark number.
yeah, for that question to be like, I don't
Yeah.
like that. I think that's your answer.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's definitely picked up since I broke my arm. But I was definitely slowing down on it. Just like focusing on motocross and working out and you know, getting on the grind. But then I broke my arm and now I'm back on grinding sim, finally doing some like organized race factory gaming races and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's fun to do in the meantime while I'm healing up.
Now you say that you're hitting the gym and such. Are you yoked?
No way. No way. I went from very fat to not as fat. And I'm trying to get over to the, like Malcolm Stewart, just thicky status. But fit enough to ride, That's like the perfect balance, dude. Malcolm hit it just right.
You dummy thick.
Yeah. But just kind of been like, I graduated college, got a job in Dallas, moved here like 6 months ago. And I was like, I'm gonna grind and fucking get it done. And just like, just trying to get back into shape, get better at motocross again, back to where I used to be, I think. At least fitness-wise. I didn't have as much probably technical skill, but I was way more fit back in the day, back in high school. Then I decided to go get fat in college, but...
So would that era be like t-shirt wearing,
yes,
donut?
That is the exact era.
Sending it over
Yeah.
the finish at Cycle Ranch.
That's that's the perfect. Like that when I think of like, man, I think I was in shape at one point. That was probably the video, because if I'm wearing a t-shirt, I'm gonna be in shape. I'm not gonna wear.
You couldn't even do the Mike Alessi like roll the sleeves of your jersey up. Like you had to just
rolled sleeves are just ugly. You gotta go sleeveless.
I was gonna say you're gonna do t-shirt over.
You gotta go
an
all
actual
out if you're gonna
jersey.
do it, dude.
I guess.
You gotta go.
I guess
all
you got a
out.
point. Oh man. So I know you were frequenting some Loretta's qualifiers before the incident.
Oh yeah.
Is that like really something that you really want to strive for that?
It's definitely like, I guess my one like motocross goal. It's not a big deal if I don't make it, because I know how gnarly it is, and I'm like on the gate like meeting kids at Loretta's races who are like fucking like have a trainer and like ride 3 or 4 times a week, and I'm like, dog, we're in C class.
Yeah, right.
I mean, goddamn, do I want that Loretta's bib on my wall? Like,
Oh, yeah,
I don't care about the race, dude. I just want to go get a bib, and I'll just leave without even doing the race so that I can hang that thing on my wall. I just want to be able to point at that thing and be like, yeah, I went to Loretta's one time. It was kind of cool. I got 38th.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's such a. I mean, there's so much that goes into it. Like you say,
I hate that it's like C class because
Yeah, but
it's so easy to like for anybody to be like, oh, C class, oh, narb. But like, dog,
Like,
Loretta C class. I mean, that's like it's local B. Shit, it could be
yeah.
local A in some areas.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it like I mean, back in San Antonio, like, I'll win C-class races there every now and then, and like podium or top 5, no problem. And then I go to, I raced Freestone last year, and I was like very back of the pack. Like, did Loretta's qualifiers here. I was back of the pack at Underground. Granted, all the gnarly kids were at Underground. It was a little more tame at Swan, but yeah, man, just Loretta's is gnarly, dude. But that's the little goal I have for myself. Just go have a fun weekend there and dive in the lake naked after I get 41st.
You'll be like, everybody will have their trunks on, and you'll be fucking in the
Yeah.
and they'll be like, well, I thought that's what you like did. I thought that's what everybody did.
Dude, isn't this why we all come to Loretta's?
Yeah.
You guys didn't know it's cool to pee your pants?
Oh man. Yeah, I think because I race a local A, I really don't think I could qualify for Loretta's in C class.
Yeah, dude.
I genuinely don't believe I could do it.
Like, it's stupid. Just having to go to a regional with all the fastest sandbaggers
Yeah.
and have to get top 6. Like, top 6 is just gnarly on a full gate.
Oh yeah. No matter what.
Yeah. And then the track gets so gnarly, there's no way to practice for it. It's a whole thing, but makes it, that much more prestigious if you do make it.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I think my biggest run at Loretta's was in the 50 senior class.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Dude, made it to regionals. I think I got like a 7th in the first moto. I was like on fire.
Dude, I would have been freaking out.
Yeah, and then I got like 16th the next moto. It was over. It was like,
Now that you say that, I feel like if I ever was in contention, then like my last moto, I would for sure blow it.
yeah, because they hit you with that 3 moto format.
Yeah, dude, you just have the death grip the whole moto.
Oh yeah.
Like thinking about peeing yourself in that lake and everything. Like, it's just too much pressure, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, I'm getting a flow going here.
Yeah, I thought I was, and then I wasn't, and then I just fucking ate shit. Are you clearing all these jumps? Like,
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm on a 450 though.
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm on. I just seriously don't. What am I on? Oh, I'm on a 250. What the fuck? What am I doing?
You're slacking, dude.
I think because of 450 something happened where like I lost the for some reason the sound is different. Like, there's like I don't know if it's a stock sound, like I can't describe it. You know how it sounds like more muffled or something if you don't have the sounds?
Yeah.
It's like that.
You have
For
like
450.
the 2012 like aftermarket sound pack or something.
Yeah, it's like it's a mess. I don't know what the deal is. But the 250 still sounds normal, so I was just like, oh, I'll try the
Yeah,
250.
that'll do. Oh, boner air.
I think I'm on the 2016 too, so like
It doesn't matter that much. I ran the 09 Honda for as long as I could remember.
oh yeah. I think I'm on that Suzuki
Oh no, I'm sorry.
with the bold new graphics.
Yeah, dude. The advanced Kickstarter keeps the mass lower to the ground. Turns better, dude. It's science.
Dude, Suzuki, man.
What would we do without him?
Either way, we should probably get back to some form of cohesiveness
Some
here.
form of structure.
Um, so as I want to ask you this, as one of the more prominent creators, at least in like as far as like the motocross community is concerned, I want to know how you feel about YouTube as a platform and what issues you might have with it, or things that the platform does well. Because I mean, I'm on YouTube too, and I make videos, but it's a totally different
Right.
arena. I feel like kind of want to get your perspective on that.
Oh man.
Because I'm sure you have a perspective.
It is something, dude. There's a lot to there's a lot to be said. But first off, it's pretty damn cool. That it exists and how like just that it's as big as it is.
Yeah.
For like, just average Joe to make something. And for like Fred Figglehorn to be super popular.
Oh shit.
But it's cool. But man, it really just rewards quantity over quality. Like if you want to take your time and put a lot of work into one video, or like if you're like some dude making movies or something and you just release like one thing, every month or like every couple months, like the algorithm is just gonna bone you, and like that's all there is to it. You're just gonna get like 300 views, unless you're extremely special or you're like Jack Black or something. Didn't he blow up after like one video? I don't know, but he's Jack Black. But the algorithm is a bitch, man.
Yeah.
And I mean that's like I definitely stopped making videos and then put out like 6 or something in 1 month all the time. So like the first couple, you can just, I've clearly learned over the years, like you can just know they're not in the algorithm, and then by the time you release like that 6th video, like 4, 5, and 6, they're like back in the algorithm. It's super weird, and it's like kind of frustrating because it has forced me to like rush out just shitty quick videos. And that, like, I do not like doing that. There's like probably the majority of videos on my channel, or way too many, I'm just like, I look at and I'm just not proud of it all, and I wouldn't mind them just like not being there. But that part,
but they
that's
force
definitely
you to play that hand.
Yeah, like that's definitely the most frustrating part. And that's, I guess you can like segue that into some season 2 talk.
Yeah, I mean, we've discussed your plans for this season 2 business. I guess.
Season 2.
I remember talking with you. I didn't even know what that meant.
I know, no one does, dude. Like, I'll mention it, and people are like, "Dude, what the fuck are you talking about?" They're like, "What is this idiot talking about?"
Like,
But
there's seasons of.
I like to. I chose 2 because I guess you can consider everything I've done up until this point season 1. We'll go with that. It's not.
Oh man.
It's not a big deal. But
So the KX100 video is like the debut.
Yeah, there you go.
Season 1, episode 1.
Yeah, dude. It was bound to only go downhill from there. Like, you can't top that as your first episode.
I imagine it being like how people talk about Netflix shows. It's like, oh, the first couple episodes are a little rough. Like,
yeah. Oh, the first couple episodes, he's 10 years younger and chubby, and the camera is worth $50. But you'll get past it, dude. It gets a little better. Season 2 gets a little better. Hopefully that's what they'll say. But
yeah,
I guess. Well, I was speaking on the algorithm, so I guess I can start there. Like.
Yeah, because you have a different approach.
Yeah, so I'll have a different approach to kind of combat that problem I have with the algorithm, where it's clearly quality over quantity.
Yeah.
And I mean, right now I've been kind of stuck in this rut. I already said that, of making, I'll like disappear and make, a couple videos, and they'll be out of the algorithm for a little bit. So for season 2,
Heyo. What the
I'm hopefully making. How do I? I'll say.
How do you keep the mystery?
Yeah, I don't want to say much about it.
I mean, I don't.
But
I think
I
we
want to
maybe
say
talked
some about it. But
Yeah.
pretty much, I'm gonna make all the videos. All the videos will be done before I even release the first one, or at least most of them will be done before I release the first one. So that way I can get on an upload schedule. I can drop them every week, and I guess I'll also say I have like a Word document with like pages and pages of script and structure, and that's what I'm most excited about, because all my videos have always just been like improv. Like, I'm just gonna make some dumb shit up right now,
Yeah.
and it like I'll just see where it goes. Like, I'll have like one joke in mind or something, and then I'll just kind of like bullshit the rest of the video and improvise.
Sure.
But definitely my best ones have always been if I've had a little more structure. So now I've like, this is much more structure than I've ever had for any sort of videos. I've got like, you know, some videos have like tons of jokes written in and structure and what's gonna happen here and here and here, and then some are just like a loose idea I've written down. So I couldn't tell you how many videos there's gonna be, but I probably have like 50 or 60 video ideas at least written down.
Oh man.
So I mean, it's not like they're like groundbreaking, whoa, big time videos, but I think they're at least towards the upper tier of what's already on the channel right now, and a lot more work will go into them since there's no rush. I can.
Yeah.
With that being said, it's gonna be a while until season 2. I gotta make all these videos. I gotta get to where I wanna be at speed wise and everything, and it's kind of part of this grind that I was talking about in Dallas. Like, just getting in shape, getting faster, getting ready to try to go to Loretta's. But if I don't, then I'm not gonna be upset, because I'll be like, darn, well now I'm just a lot faster and in really good shape. Darn, I'm not going to Loretta's. Yeah.
This was a waste of time.
Yeah, and it's like, oh darn, now I just have a bunch of season 2 videos to upload. So if I make it, cool. If I don't make it, cool. But
so going to Loretta's is like part of the plot or whatever.
I guess yeah, you could. There you go. I like that. I like that narrative. It's part of the plot.
That's a tall order.
Yeah.
You got a lot riding on that.
Yeah, I think don't you worry. I'm gonna set the expectation early on that most likely not making it. But if I were to make it, that would be kind of cool. That's just kind of like a little bonus if that were to happen. But season 2, you know, regardless of if I go or not, none of the videos hinge on Loretta's, or none of the ideas hinge on Loretta's.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Not to shit on you.
Come on, man. I need a little more hope. But yeah, there's, you know, I like to be realistic about it instead of being like, oh dude, I'm gonna grind and I'm gonna make it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, after grinding and not making it for many years, now I'm a little more realistic about it. So I'm like, you know, hey, if by that 5% chance I make it, then that would be dope.
Yeah.
But season 2, dude, little grind, and it's gonna be a while, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think there's some good ideas in there, and it'll be some kind of cool.
So it'll be, you're gonna continue the mix of video game and real life.
Yeah. So, right now, I guess you could say the channel's definitely way more video game focused.
Yeah.
And much more than I'd like it to be. Like, if I'll overhear people saying, like, at the track, this sounds really douchey, but they'll be like, oh dude, that's Donut, he makes like the video game MX Simulator videos, and like in my head I'm like, god damn it, I'm the video game guy, and I'd much rather be like I don't know, some dude that just rides. than the video
You'd much
game,
rather be
yeah.
the Jeff Walker.
Yes.
than-
Yes. So, you know, I still make plenty of those race vlogs and stuff. Well, not plenty, I guess. But that's definitely where I'm shifting towards. I'm definitely not abandoning video game videos or sim videos or anything. But the focus will definitely take a big shift towards just like moto vlogs and race vlogs and stuff, because you know, I've written out a big race list, all the races I'm gonna hit up and all that jazz. So I got, you know, planning stuff out, and you know, just hitting the grind, and hopefully it'll go well.
It's funny that, I mean, not funny, but you mentioned, you know, trying to do more race vlogs, and when, at least when I think of, like, I guess the word vlog, it almost has like a negative connotation now with,
I know,
like,
it
with like
kind of
vlog
does,
culture.
dude. Yeah, yeah. I don't even like using the word vlog. Like, if
Yeah.
people ask what I do, I just say I make motocross videos.
Yeah,
And that's
because you think like vlog, and it's like, oh, he's so full of himself that like
Yeah,
he's gonna
this
gonna film himself because
yeah, he probably
nobody else
thinks he's
will.
the shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's definitely got a big negative connotation, and so does YouTube still, I think. Like, you know, the top guys are like Jake Paul, so it's like, oh, you're a YouTuber.
I'm a
you're
YouTuber.
like, you're like
Oh.
Jake Paul. Like, no.
Yeah, right. No, you're like,
I
yeah.
swear.
You're like, I'm exactly like Jake Paul.
Yeah, if Jake Paul did motocross.
Shout out to my Jake. There's probably Jake Paulers watching this.
Yeah,
right now.
dude. Shout out to all my Jake Paulers out there.
I
just lost
But I
10
think what's
subscribers.
great about you is that, and it's not just me that has said this. I've heard this from plenty other people. Is that like your shit's funny. Like, genuinely, you think motocross, and like I can't even think of any one person who was funny. Like, maybe Brotocross when he was doing that shit.
Oh my god, you read Brotocross too?
Yeah, I mean, the visor angle guide, legendary.
Yeah. Whatever happened to that guy?
He started working for Red Bull.
He works for Red Bull?
I'm pretty sure.
Holy shit.
He got linked up with like Wes Williams, and
What does he, do you know what he does? Does he like do videos or like just writes? Probably writes.
I think he writes a little bit, and I think he maybe does like photos.
Yeah.
But yeah, no more Brotocross.
Yeah, that was man, I forgot about Brotocross. That was something fresh on the scene back then.
But I mean, there's such a void of like the comedic side of this sport. I mean, you look at
right.
other major sports, like, you know, you have like fucking whatever, like NFL memes or whatever.
Yeah.
Like general sports memes
Yeah.
are rampant, and it's like motocross memes are fucking Facebook mom shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude. Yeah. It's definitely, I think, always been a little too serious a lot of the time. Probably just because of the nature of the sport and like how actually dangerous it is, and
yeah.
just being hardcore moto sport, brother. But thanks for the dono, TBB. But yeah, I guess you could say like at some point, I couldn't tell you when on the channel, but how do I put this? I guess I don't know when I decided to start doing it, but I just started trying to make like just goofy ass videos. Just throw a little humor in, I guess, but
Yeah.
I guess I just noticed like the motocross community can just do some really stupid stuff sometimes, or take some things like way too serious, or just I mean, everyone's read just like some stupid ass like vet rider comment or something online, or you know, everyone's been on Vital MX or something.
Oh my god.
But
Don't get me started.
like, just I feel like no one was saying anything about that stuff, or like no one was joking around or anything. And I guess around that time, I was just watching a shit ton of like South Park and It's Always Sunny and shows like that, and like like to joke about everything and make fun of everything. And I guess
notorious for like calling people out.
Yeah, like just wanted to bring some humor into motocross for sure, because I don't think Brotocross did that too, so that was really refreshing. And it seems like a lot of people actually read that, a lot more than I would have thought. And I think motocross needed a little humor, because at the end of the day, we're just dudes like riding bikes in a circle on like some dirt. Like, so like it definitely should be taken seriously sometimes, because it is really gnarly. But there's some things that are pretty funny, like I don't know, like us even joking about like America being bad at MX of Nations, and like like some dudes online are gonna they're like, Tomac was on a brand new 2019 bike, he hadn't tested it enough, and like would just get really offended at us like joking around about that. Like,
dude, I wrote an article about my time at the Motocross of Nations, and it had like these just little dinky photos in there, and I posted it on Reddit. It was like the motocross subreddit.
Oh, I've been there. Dude, there's like 3 people on it.
Oh, it's a wasteland.
Yeah, it could not be more empty.
Dude, I posted it, and this is like, okay, this is just an article about the race. Like, not even, it's not like, it wasn't I don't know what the word, like, it wasn't sensationalist. I wasn't like calling out any of the riders in it. It was just like, hey, spent a week at Redbud. Here's some photos from like when they were prepping the track before the race.
Yeah.
Check it out. And the first comment, the dude was like, I thought we all agreed we weren't going to talk about the Motocross of Nations. And I'm like, dude, did you even
like
read it?
Super mad that you like took pictures.
It was like, dude, you get your head out of your ass.
Yeah, how dare you post those pictures, dude?
And it's just, yeah, I totally get what you're saying about.
Yeah.
People just get so wrapped up.
Yeah. And I think, like, the internet being around and social media age coming definitely, like, helps the case of bringing a little humor to motocross. I think everyone's seeing, like, how goofy some people can be about it. And, like, also, I don't know, like, pro riders are joking around a little more, I think. Like, Dean Wilson, for example, like, he'll post memes and shit on his Instagram, or like Jason Anderson will goof around. But I think it's definitely becoming more laid back, a little less serious. But oh shit, I just did a front flip. But
damn, I got taken out.
A little more self-aware, and it's just nice to bring a little humor to it, because there's some funny shit, some funny scenarios. And some goofs and gaffs and laughs to be had. So, I guess, in a nutshell, that is what I am kind of doing. Bringing a little humor.
Yeah. And I think it helps that it's not, like I was trying to say earlier, I didn't say it very eloquently, but like, I was trying to think of an example when I said like Facebook mom shit, and I finally thought of it. Like, you see that picture of like, it's like a monkey, and he's doing like the twisting throttle thing, and it's like,
yeah, dude, just like.
And then I was like, brah, like,
yeah,
like shit like that. It's not funny at all.
Yeah,
but then you got your shit, which is like,
yeah, you know what? You're right. Like,
topical.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Like, the humor, the small amounts of humor we were getting from motocross was just terrible. It's like the only joke was people like sitting on their bike and revving it really hard, which was funny, like the first 2 times you saw it in like 2008, but then everyone did it for like the next 10 years.
Yeah.
And like, ooh, look at me rev my bike and act kooky, crazy, wacky.
Mhm.
It's like,
Yeah.
okay, man. Like,
I'm a
just,
goon.
there's no jokes, like no humor. It's just all like, all serious racer, brother. Metal militia. And like
Mhm.
just, you know, stuff like goofing on the militia guys. For I don't need to go there, but you know,
You know what?
like it's just there's a lot of fun to be had, man.
Yeah, dude. Brian Deegan, man.
Yeah, what a guy. Respect the man. It's just a little fun to have some goofs and gaffs about him,
Yeah.
you know?
You know what's hilarious? I have some like some older it's like an X Games DVD. Came on like they made like a movie about the X Games. It was like 2001, I think.
Yeah.
And they interviewed Brian Deegan in it.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
And he's like talking about, I mean, in 2001, that's like peak fucking Metal Militia.
Yeah, dude, like just
You know?
shooting up heroin on the starting line. Like, hell yeah, dude.
Right before the freestyle run.
Yeah, dude.
Before he goes out and does like a no-footed can and the
Yeah,
crowd
dude,
goes ape
just, like,
shit.
snorts some kratom midair. That's a kratom can. Okay, that was a bad one. Okay, but
But anyway,
that's
yeah,
mega militia.
yeah, he was just like they interviewed him, and I don't know the question they asked him, but he goes like, if the sport ever goes like glam rock, like I want to be known as the guy who kept it hardcore. And you look at it now, and it's like, oh, dude,
Did he say? Is that a quote?
dude,
Is
that's
that the
about as
quote?
close to a quote as I can remember.
Oh my god, dude! I'm gonna get that framed on my wall.
And he's got like the fucking, the old school Oakley shades that like police officers wear, backwards hat.
Yeah.
If it ever goes glam rock, and he goes, if it ever goes corporate, I want to be known as the guy who kept it hardcore.
Yeah, fucking corporations, man.
And it's like, dude, you're like the biggest sellout the sport's ever seen.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, more power to you. You were ultimately successful, but like, yeah. Dude, like,
Hey, good for him. He made a living doing the thing.
there is an even older one. It was like a Gravity Games DVD. It was the year Carey Hart did the
Gravity
backflip.
Games. I haven't even heard of Gravity Games, dude.
No, never.
No, dude. I
Really?
got into the game later than I'd like to admit. Like,
Oh yeah, wait. When did you start?
2009?
That's when you started.
Yeah, I was like 13.
Okay.
So
Damn.
I hate
Yeah,
to
you
say it, but I
definitely
missed
missed
like
Gravity Games.
I missed those sick ass OG like terra firmas and stuff.
Mhm.
Whatever Gravity Games is, it sounds like God, it sounds like a porno or something, dude. Like
Yeah. It kind of was. All the riders
it
were just
kind
like
of was.
big old orgy.
Yeah.
No, it was
Yeah.
like it was NBC's answer to the X Games, because the X Games I think was ABC or something. Like
Yeah.
some television corporation owned the X Games, so NBC was like, well, fuck, we need our own X Games, so they created the Gravity Games.
So it's like
And-
Rob Dyrdek's ridiculousness.
Oh yeah,
Like,
for
shit,
sure.
dude. We need our own Tosh.0. We'll just give it to this skateboarder.
And it started in Rhode Island. Like, it was like super, I think it was in Providence. Just like, X Games eventually, I think that year it was in Philly, but I mean they were getting closer to going to LA, so X Games was already taken off, and here's this Gravity Games in like a pavilion in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
But that's where Carey Hart did, or at least attempted the first backflip, depending on
Oh shit.
who you
I
talk
didn't
to.
even- yeah, I didn't even know about that.
You've never even like seen it?
No, dude. And I feel
Ah.
bad I haven't seen all this.
I'll have to
I
send you
feel
a link.
like at one point I know I'm gonna go back and like watch all of those or something. And honestly, I might consider like going back and watching those and streaming it or something. I just completely stole that idea from my buddy Scooty Puff Jr., who's already doing that.
Oh shit, really?
But I definitely want to go back and watch those.
Yeah, cause dude, the announcers go insane. Cause the way he set it up, it was like he takes off on the back of a landing. Like he basically just built like a vertical wall
Yeah.
to launch off of to do a backflip. And it's like so ridiculous. Like there was no way it was gonna work. Like,
Yeah.
but dude, he just launches this thing, and the announcers were like, "Oh my god, Carrie, no!" Like they thought like he might as well have jumped off a building. Like the way they were reacting.
They had like physicists like doing the math, like seeing if the jump was possible, if the physics matched up right. They're like,
Oh, dude.
like Carrie, this is like, there's no way this is gonna work, pal.
I
Brian
mean,
Deegan's just takes a sip of his Monster Energy, like, you got it, brother. And they just go out with a bang.
Yeah, he was riding that event with he had the patented no shirt, chest protector only
Oh
look
my god, dude.
with the spikes going.
Oh no, how could I have missed Gravity Games? Holy shit. That's like peak of motocross, dude. That must have been when motocross was at its coolest.
Oh,
It's
dude, for
almost,
sure.
Like, it almost sounds like a wrestling spectacle.
Dude, it really.
It's like, you know it's
might as
fake,
well have been.
but it's so out of left field and wild that it's just still extremely entertaining. Except that freestyle obviously wasn't fake. It was just so ridiculous.
No, dude, they did. You know, you bring up like wrestling. They used to have. They would do like tandem runs. Like two guys would go out and orchestrate a freestyle run together. And I remember like it was like Ronnie Feist and I can't remember the other dude, but you know, Ronnie Kung Fu Feist like fake fought the dude at the end of the run.
No,
like
dude.
he did like a spin kick to his helmet.
Oh my
and,
god, so it actually was WWE.
dude, I'll have to like somehow. I don't think that's on YouTube. Like the carry hard backflip you can find on YouTube pretty easy, but
I'm gonna make this clip come to light, dude.
Ronnie Feist.
I'll
I don't
make
think
this
you'll find. I don't think you'll find Ronnie Feist spin kicking. Maybe it was like Chris Rourke or something. I can't remember his name.
Mickey Rourke?
Yeah, right. Where was I going with all that? I think we were still talking about Deegan. Yeah. So Carey Hart does the backflip, and everybody, of course, loses their minds because he like makes the rotation. He just doesn't land it.
Yeah.
And they interview Brian Deegan after the event, and they're like, Brian, like your competitor just did the most mind-blowing shit ever. Like, what do you think of it? And he goes like, well, you know, he didn't really land it, so I don't know what you're gonna call it. I'm like, I really want to like ask him about that now. Like, do you really still believe that?
Yeah.
Like, that dude. Oh well, he didn't land it, so.
Yeah, it's like I almost wonder if he was just like fucking with us. Like.
It's possible that all that back then was like
Yeah.
part of his image.
Yeah. And
'Cause I mean,
like it's way too much fun to like goof on him and like completely make fun of him. And like the goofy image they put on, or if that was just them being themselves.
yeah.
But, like, man, I hope at least some group of guys is always there in motocross. Like, sure, they're goofballs, but man, it's great to have like that group. Of, like,
Oh yeah.
like you always need that group in motocross. Like, what would we do without them? There's
It's
so
a
much,
shame.
so much entertainment to be had at their expense.
It's a shame freestyle developed the way it did. I mean, like it's amazing, but like I don't know.
Yeah, it sucks that it's like straying away from like just a bunch of psychopaths drinking beer, smoking meth, and like doing double backflips on like in the sand dunes and stuff. No,
Yeah.
it's like dudes with their mansions and their foam pits. Like
I mean, just
Like
the
getting
tricks.
like an IV drip of like Powerade to make sure they're at top physical form, to make sure they nail this like triple backflip or whatever. But it's kind of losing that militia attitude.
Dude, we need Metal Militia
Like
2.0.
like
Yeah,
that
you
militia
have to-
attitude has got to live on in motocross in some form or fashion. Because I'll be really upset if that ever leaves. As much as I love ripping on it. It's like, it's just something about it.
Dude, you have to start the second uprising of the militia.
Yeah. I need to make a false moniker. Like Brian Began or something. And just
Drying vegan.
yeah, dude. I'll use like Snapchat technology to make my face look different and just become famous as this new character. Man, that's a good idea for a season 2 video. I gotta write that down.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, if there's one thing to be said, that era of motocross, like, can that be beaten?
I don't think it can.
90s, like with Terra Firma and Gravity Games, versus now we have what, Moto 11, Moto 13 coming
Oh
out.
my gosh, dude.
Moto 7, trust us, it's different this time.
Dude, I don't want to like put it on. I'll tell you later. But
Okay,
I got
I'm
a
allowed
funny
to
story
make fun
about
of them.
that.
See, they're cool. They're cool. They're well made. They're cool for a while, but then you get, you open up Moto 20 and it's like, all right, it's that one guy again, and he's riding a track. I guess
Yeah,
you can't do that much with a motocross video. At the end of the day,
I guess all I'd say in public is like I agree with you, but
there's talent there though, but
I mean,
it's
most
like maybe it's
definitely.
time to move on and put all those resources towards a new, different creative idea. But
Yeah.
it's no big deal. You can't beat Terra Firma no matter who you are. Can't beat, I guess not just Terra Firma, but like that 90s vibe with militia and everything and screamo music
Yeah.
and everything. Like,
I mean, the climate was just so different then too. Like,
yeah.
I feel like video is really for as great as it is now, and how much everything has evolved, just even strictly from a technological standpoint.
Yeah.
Like it's so oversaturated.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, you made a video, like so did every fucking other person in the
dude,
world. Like,
every kid is posting their GoPros and their vlogs and everything. It's
Yeah, it's-
super oversaturated now, which is fine. It's Robert! cool. Like, get out there and make some videos. Yo, thanks for
Yeah.
the crossbone. But with that being said, it's also like, shit, man. It's hard to find the good content out there now.
yeah, it's like, it's great that there's these resources that anybody can be a filmmaker, but then it's almost like a double-edged sword of, like
Yeah.
anybody can be a filmmaker. Why would we all gather around this thing when I can just go make my own thing,
Yeah.
or my buddy, he makes his own thing. Why
Yeah.
would I watch that,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
There's
it's
that, and
interesting.
yeah, like it's both sides to it. Like, and it's also cool because you can make your own thing. But yeah.
I wanted to ask you this as like a bigger general question, just about motocross in general.
Yeah.
Because clearly you're pretty involved within the sport. Maybe not like on an industry level, but
Yeah.
you're like all of us. You follow the races and you ride whenever you can.
Oh,
And,
big time. Big time.
what would you like? What would you like to see change in motocross?
Oh man, this is insert bring back the two strokes, brother.
Dude.
Militia. No, I mean,
Because we're kind of already talking about
as far
like,
as two strokes go, I mean, yeah, those are cool. Like, I don't really mind what they're riding. I don't care if it goes electric. Like, it'll still be cool. But
Yeah.
I mean, shit. I mean, I think motocross is cool as hell.
True.
I'm trying to think of anything, you know, I'm like that's bothering me or anything about it, but one thing I'll say is unfortunately it seems like it's definitely slowing down to some degree. Like the races have smaller turnouts and stuff, and like tracks are dying out, you know, because of noise regulations and stuff, and
Right.
I mean, I don't want to try to pretend like I know about the, you know, the economy of motocross and like it's dying because of this and it's our only hope is to bring it back through this, like shit. I mean,
That's a pretty big question.
yeah, it's a big question. It seems like it's slowing down a little bit. I mean, I guess all I can say is, you know, I hope it stays around and just keep doing what they're doing. Like, there's nothing big that I hate or big that I love that they've like changed or added recently. I guess it would make sense to bring up electric bikes because that might be where it's going, but no one's sure yet. I know a lot of people hate electric bikes, but I don't really care. I do probably find them a little less entertaining, spectating wise and stuff. But like, if that like, it's not like we're going electric because we think it's like the more fun, better way to ride. Like we have to do that. We might have to do that to like save the sport at some point in the future. Maybe when I'm like old balls. Maybe when I'm the vet rider that's like, hey Sonny, I almost made it to Loretta's. Like I'll be the guy that's like, I almost made it to Loretta's. Just the old balls guy drinking Bud Lights, smoking cigs, but
Charging
like,
your Alta.
Yeah, like I guess it's, if we're talking about motocross, you know, electric bikes are becoming a big thing. It's nice to touch up on that. Like, if that's where we have to go, then that's where we have to go, you know? If we don't have to do that, then it would be cool to stick to 4 strokes. And especially 2 strokes too, though. I think those are even more fun, entertaining to watch, but I understand why we had to phase them out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's, you know what? It's a pretty cool sport.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And that's all I have to say about that.
And that is all I got to say.
Oh yeah, I agree with you on the electric bikes front. I got buddies that they're like, oh no way, if they do that, I'm quitting the sport.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like,
oh really?
okay, man, have fun watching NASCAR, bud.
You're like, that was your line, was I want my bike to be really loud.
Yeah, dude.
If it don't make noise, I don't want to ride it. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
There's all like, and people bring up like a bunch of concerns as if it's like the sport's ruined because what if you can't hear someone next to you? Like,
Yeah.
see, because of that, the sport's gonna suck. The entire sport, like, there's, it's like maybe if they're all quiet, then it'll be easier to hear the other people next to you. But it's I guess it's one of those things like you just gotta goof on because people in the motocross community just, oh man, there's some characters and they'll say some interesting stuff, so you gotta find some humor in it sometimes. But motocross is pretty cool, and that's what I have to say about that.
Seems like a good spot to end. Motocross is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
That's what we learned from this.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Without it, I would be really lazy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I would be really lazy and much more out of shape. And much less motivated for everything. So, it's
Although,
it's pretty
maybe your arm wouldn't be broken though.
It wouldn't be broken, that's right. But I also wouldn't have this cool ass scar.
That's true.
Yeah, dude.
Well, I mean, in all seriousness, that's about all I got for you. If you want to
Hell yeah.
keep bullshitting or call it there, I don't know.
Yeah. We can call it so I can like condense the video and we don't drag this out of me trying to spin laps and eating shit.
Okay.
Because I want to keep it to like a decent length so people can watch the whole thing and not feel like they have to watch Moto 13.
Okay.
Here goes Donut MX rambling again. It's Moto 12. But yeah, dude, thanks for having me on World of Echo. I'll have, if you're watching this, fellas, I'll have all the links, all the proper links in the description and stuff. Jared Conley, World of Echo, you have anything, any final thoughts, any final questions?
Not really, man. If anybody's listening, I don't normally do it like this, so this might have been a little long-winded, or we might have rambled too much. But I usually write stuff out, so if you're a big reader or you're just bored waiting somewhere, long car ride, you can just go on the website, read some interviews. Mainly like motocross filmmakers. Should have an interview out with John Fox, hopefully a little bit soon, about the Terra Firma series, which we actually touched on
Yeah, dude.
while we were talking.
Sick.
I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
He's a wealth of knowledge. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, going like about to go interview John Fox, like, you know, just interviewed like these big time filmmakers, and then it's like, oh, I got to scratch off the video game guy. Hold on, be right
Dude,
back.
but if I go to a track, how many people are gonna know? How many people are gonna know Donut? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's John Fox.
dude,
I
come
find
on.
it funny though. Like, I just imagine like some like huge World of Echo fan online, like, oh, dude, new World of Echo story. Time to read up on this one. It's like,
Donut.
like, man, John Fox was last week. Like, Jeff Walker was the week before. Like, what's next, dude? Jared's on fire this month. It's like, oh, he's playing MX Simulator. Like, but some guy talking about how he wants to go to Loretta's and never will.
Dude, we cover it all here.
Yeah, dude. You must be scraping the bottom of the barrel. You couldn't line anything up this month. I understand.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but yeah, it was good to be on. Jared you'll make an appearance in the Freestone edit. Who knows when that's ever gonna come out?
Yeah, hopefully soon.
Yeah, I got that. I got the Underground Loretta Lynn's qualifier, and then I got the classic Swan qualifier. That'll be a good video, cause I break my arm in it. So
Oh my gosh.
3 videos to go before, I guess you could say, I go into hiding for season 2.
Oh boy.
And I mean, it'll honestly realistically be like a year or something until season 2 comes out,
Oh
because
man.
I got a lot of work to do. But 3 videos up until then. No idea when those are gonna come out, but Jared Conley will be featured, and also Charles Bauke, celebrity appearance.
Yeah. Shout out Charles Bauke.
So yeah, I know he's engraving himself into the Donut MX lore, and you might be able to do that too if you make it to Freestone next year.
Oh dude, we're planning on it.
Are you coming back out to Freestone next year?
I really think I should, because I know Charlie and I, we kind of collabed on my video. I mean, like, he shot a lot of actually what I ended up using, but
Yeah.
we really want to do like a concerted effort to like be a team out there. So,
Yeah, I saw y'all were doing some of that.
yeah, we
and
just want to be a little more.
Charlie was using the like film camera.
He had the VX, yeah.
Like
the
actual
tapes.
film. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. But
And he looked like his getup. He looked like somebody who would be like running around.
oh
with
yeah,
that
dude.
thing.
Oh, he always comes like pampered out, ready to go, like just looking like a full on like Red Bull vlogger, dude. Red Bull
man.
vlogger. There you go. That's a good one. He'll like that one. Oh shit, that was tight. But yeah, that'll do it.
Whoa.
Thanks for having me,
All right,
doggy.
sick.
And then
Yeah, Thanks.
I will make this video public. I'll send this to you, and I will release a video pretty soon here. I almost got one done. So y'all have a fantastic day. Check the description. Thanks for the support. Thanks for having me on, Jared Conley. Thanks for the donos, guys. And I will see you next time. Shoo blagoo, flatty moo.